guys, today we are going over this. No, not a cool little green backpack, but what's inside it, because this is a full-size 16-inch AR-15 by FoldAR. All we do, pop it apart, clamp this on, and now you're ready to go. Pretty cool, and it comes apart just the same way. Nice and concealable. You can be discreet but still be safe. But first, our sponsor for this video is our friends over at Accufire. Now, I have used the Accufire Atro 8 optic for years now. This is my primary SBR. In front, I have their Incendus clip-on thermal. Accufire makes not only just the thermals and the optics, but they have spotting scopes, digital spotting scopes, night vision, and even red dots. And then later today, we're gonna test out their Atro 20. This is a 2.5 by 20, 34 millimeter rings. They have a really nice mil reticle in there, complete with range finding. So you go check them out at AccufireTech.com. I'll shoot a little bit more. Oh yeah. First thing we need to go over is the folding mechanism, because that's what's different about this. In fact, this is a mil-spec lower. This is a full complete rifle system from FoldAR, so it is their receiver, but there's nothing as too special about the receiver that you can't just swap over one already and just buy their upper system. Now, everything that's fancy is right here, where you have their hinge, and then you have their locking mechanism right here. So by pulling this, of course, we need the bolt out, because the bolt would be locking into the chamber if we didn't. Now it looks all floppy, but just by pulling that, it comes loose. And then in the rear of the upper receiver and on their rail, so you would be married to their rail system. Don't think you're going to switch that out. You have that detent that snaps nice and secure like here. You can even fold this in, this claw for storage, because when you start to open it again, it really just pushes out of the way. And then all we have to do, lock, and then we get to play. This is the 5.56, actually 223 wild. They have 300 blackout, 6.5 Grendel, and you can get in 3 different barrel lengths as well. But this is how their barrel locks into the upper receiver. So what you have is it's kind of a cone and a taper. So whenever we fold it together, it's going to be just a good solid lockup. While we pop this open, everything's just hinging on this one pin. It looks a lot like your upper and lower receiver pins, but we pull that out, and now you saw how easy that came apart. Of course, we can have even smaller package, but this is when we could say, oh, I want a 300 blackout FoldAR now, and I could get that 9-inch one, keep the suppressor on it, and have the same package as I do here, but then of course you're crossing into the NFA lines. But that's what's cool about this is, okay, we have this whole brace debacle with the ATF. A lot of guys were having, you know, braced ARs for the backpack gun. Now you're like, oh, am I really gonna do the SBR thing? What about crossing state lines? Well, if you have this, at least you don't have to deal with any NFA things. So I thought this would be a good comparison. This is a CMMG with a law folder. This is a 300 blackout version. So if I went shorter barrel, of course I would like to suppress it as well. But now it is, well, that's not fair. This one stalks out a little bit more. With the suppressor, now we're a little bit shorter than a 16-inch, and this is, I don't know, a 9-inch, 8-inch, but everybody wants to know just the attack folder folds in half. Okay, so there we have that. Let's fold the AR and see. I haven't even done this. I just saved to do it on video, and without the suppressor, it would match. Not that it's better, it would match. So now, yeah, it's pretty much the same size. Wow, that's almost exactly the same size. But again, this is an SBR, and now here's something cool though. FoldAR makes a double FoldAR that is like this. So you can have, like I say, a 9-inch barrel that folds here, and then their stock folds this way. So it's a thicker package, but now it's even smaller and shorter. A lot of you saw the short and we had some questions on, can you shoot it folded? So there we go. We have everything in place, and this is why you cannot shoot it folded. All right, got to get my thumb in there. Pay attention. All right, if you missed it, this is why you can't shoot it folded. That's funny. Your chamber's up here, dudes. And one of the other questions that we're not going to get to test today, but was putting the optic on the upper and how that would work. And honestly, I think that would work quite well. You can see there's actually a piece of rail here that's not a part of the upper rail, but it's part of the hinge system. And that may actually be a great spot to put your red dot upper especially if you're going to do barrel swap. So if I had a 300 blackout or the 5.56, and then I wouldn't have to worry about re-zeroing anything. But on the subject of re-zeroing, a lot of guys in the comment section were really questioning the durability of this folding locking mechanism, and I'm not concerned about it, because actually in the owner's manual they want you to shoot it 500 to 1,000 rounds for a break-in, and they say as you do that and the heat just starts to make these the upper and lower together better, because we have a steel barrel and an upper receiver, we're actually going to break it in, and it will even be tighter tolerances after we do that. So let's break this joker in. This is Top Shot Tree Service on the go. We have our FoldAR, but we put a shooty fast lower on the bottom. So now we're gonna go and follow their break-in procedures, because they legit said, you know, you need several mag dumps. We can do mag dumps. We can do mag dumps because we have a dead tree here. I'm gonna start with this pretty Cerakoted magazine. This is from our friends over at Ammunition. Go to ammunition.com. They have great prices on Lake City, the XM 855. We're gonna shoot some green tip at here, as well as the 193s. And if you use promo code TOPSHOT, free shipping. Yeah, get on that. Here we go. This is some green tips now. All right, let's go check it out. Oh, it's getting warm. Flames! Well, I know they pick great barrels, because this is gonna be a sub 1 MOA. At least it was before we started to melt it down today. So I don't want to hurt it at the same time, but a good quality barrel should stand up for it anyway. I'm gonna hold the mag, because it's getting hot. I hope you can hear that creaking. It sounds like I'm a frog, just grunting constantly. So it's getting warm. We're gonna have our break-in done in no time. That's the biggest chunk we found so far. That's almost an entire bullet. That's kind of cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, we won this battle. It's just caught up in the trees. But we'll consider our FoldAR rifle broken in now. Part of the beauty of the FoldAR is it comes with it's going to be loaded when I do this, the Bootleg bolt carrier group. Now these are adjustable. It has 4 selections, each for a different gas setting. Now right now we have it on the suppressed setting, because I had the suppressor on earlier, took it off though. But just to prove how well it works, if we're on suppressed, we're trying to cut down the gas for the blowback. So if we remove the suppressor though, what it showed me earlier, and may do now as well, is it doesn't completely cycle, which means it's doing its job. So watch, we're going to take a shot. It shouldn't cycle, and it should still just be down low. Oh, I saw it go out that time, so that ammo did. Let's see if it still works. Oh, all right, it did twice, but then I had nothing in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it ejected, but it didn't cycle enough, like it should, to put that next round in. All right, this is that dual lock suppressor. Get it locked. Okay, this is on unsuppressed. Let's see if it overgasses a whole bunch. Whoa, went way far forward. So, and I felt that. It had a bigger impact. Okay, so once we're suppressed, I'm just gonna go all the way back to S again. Now we're suppressed. We'll see where that brass goes, see if it's far forward or a little bit. Okay, right about 3 o'clock. Okay, and yeah, now let's just play a little more. Sweet. So you got options, and those options are cool. So now we have our Accufire Prospectus, the Atro 20 on our FoldAR. It is now cool enough to handle. We have it zeroed with, roughly, with this Fiocchi 77 grain. Because it's 1 in 7 twist rate, we need that heavier group. The group size, 0.999 inches. I've never seen that before. We're gonna fold it between every shot and then just try to get back on target at 100 or 75 yards. Now we're gonna stick to 100. So here's one round. Yep, take it apart, put it back together. Take it apart, put it back together. Right in the middle of that one. Back and together. Looks like it was pretty darn close there too. Okay, back together. Okay, so 5 shots, just fine by breaking apart and putting it back together with a FoldAR. So kind of neat. I tell you what, guys, if you're looking for something that you can have in a compact enough package to be discreet, still be safe. Think about it like a motorcycle cop or just security in general. I was talking to some guys at church and they're like, yeah, that'd be great for church protection. And, or you just want, I'm gonna use it to go hunting now, just because I can have this small pack that I can put in my bag. And then once you get to the blind, you can just put it together, who knows? Anyway, you can go check out FoldAR. Like I said, they do have different calibers and they do have different setups. They even have the double fold that folds in with your stock as well. I think it's a pretty unique system, and in fact they had said it's not even that you have to fold it, it's just that you can. So you have a sub MOA gun that runs around 1,500 bucks. That's pretty good in the first place. So you can go check them out there. I think that was everything today. If you come up with something else, leave me a question, we'll answer it. Thanks for watching today, guys. Okay, I love you, bye-bye.
Did you see that?
I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh, perfect!
Yeah!